Okay, welcome. This is Brian, and I'm going to try and display some of my favorite finds with a metal detector or from dump digging. Here's the first one. This is, and I'm going to try and go outside so you can see this. This is an Oddfellows metal. It's dated 1849 to 1898. Absolutely huge. See the little rings where it would have attached like a chain. They probably wore this around their neck. This is really cool. There's nothing on the back. This came out of a dump that was from San Francisco earthquake era, so about 1906 dump. So you never know what's going to come out of there. That was a really great place, but we had to stop going there because there's a lot of chemicals in there. This is an 1898 counterfeit barber quarter. I have friends that have found counterfeit coins before, but I had never found one myself. I hope you can see this okay. It's silver, I believe, but it's really thin, and all the font size of the numbers and the letters are really off. So it's really strange. People counterfeited just about everything. I guess they I don't know. I have no idea why they did that. There's a 2-cent piece. That's about as much detail as you're going to see. It came from underneath a house in San Jose, about an 1860s house. It was removed so they could put a new city hall in. And I found this in the early morning, about 5 or 6 in the morning. It was still dark. I thought it was a shield nickel. I had never actually dug one before. This is my first one. And I had no idea what it was until I cleaned some of the dirt off and I could see the 2 cents on the reverse. This is my first half dime, seated half dime, 1869. I've only found about 5 half dimes and they all come out really ugly. Let's see if the sun brings out any more detail. You might be able to see this better. When you're recording, you can't really see a whole lot of detail for whatever reason. But when I do the playback, it seems like I can see it much better. So anyhow, by the way, I'm recording this on my brand new camcorder I just bought today. It's this guy right here. Best Buy had it for 99 bucks, so I figured what the heck. It's a lot better than my cell phone. This right here is an 1853 calendar token. I've seen one selling at an auction for $150, but this one obviously is not going to be selling for that much. But still, I mean, how many times you find a metal token thing the size of a silver dollar from 1853? This is a really cool enameled Indian chief watch fob. This came out of a dump in a mining town near my house. I found this when I was about, I don't know, 19 years old. I'm 42 now. I still have it. Pan Pacific International Exposition in San Francisco, 1915. I probably found about 10 items from this exposition, and this is probably one of the nicest. There's nothing on the back side. This was almost a foot down in a park near my house, a park that was built over a dump. And I got this, oh, there we go. I got this about 2 years ago. I was really excited about it. I'm still excited about it. This is my first seated half. No, I think this is my second seated half. I've only found 2 seated halves, so you'd think I would know. This was found in 2001. It just doesn't come out very well. It came out of an outhouse, so it probably had all kinds of old human stuff that helped corrode it. This is my very first Spanish real, found in 1992, 1817, 2 real. There was 8 other Spanish reals that came out of that property. Since we're still on reals, I found this. This is my most recent real. This was found a couple years ago. This is a half real, and it's dated 1800, 1800. It's really hard to tell the detail in that. The other side, you just barely see the bust on it. That was probably a ½ inch off the surface. Amazing. And if you thought that was worn, this was the other real I got before. This is 1780, so this is my oldest Spanish real. I think it might be my oldest coin ever. This is a French pinfire bullet. This is about Civil War era. When I first found it, I was like, what the heck is that thing? I did some research on it, and it turns out it's a really uncommon find. Oh shoot, you know, while I'm here, I had some buttons that I wanted to show you. There they are. Since we're on the Civil War thing, hold on a sec. Oops. I just dropped a $3,000 button on the ground. So this is the button. This is the Confederate Staff Officer's button. There's 5 varieties of this type, and somehow I got lucky enough finding the rarest of all those. I brought it to the Antique Roadshow a couple years ago, and I found 2 of these, by the way, and they appraised, I believe they appraised the one with the shank on it for $3,000, and the one with no shank, surprisingly, I think for either $800 or it might have been $800. That's still a crazy amount of money for a button. I changed everything I felt about buttons. This is a Civil War token. It's my only Civil War token that I've ever found. For some reason the screen is going black on me. Let me pause this. Okay. I think I'm going back and forth from dark to light, and for some reason it's causing the screen to go black on me. So this is only the second time I've used this. Well, I'm just experimenting. So that's my only Civil War token. It's from Dry Goods Store, Pond du Lac Road, Milwaukee, and it's actually dated 1863. And I got a half dime. In fact, it might have been that dime. I think when I got that is when I got that. This is my only gold coin. It's a Mexican 2 pesos. Unfortunately, it's an earring, but you know, I'll take it. It's a gold coin, whatever. Still haven't found a American. This is one of my oldest religious medals. It came out of a Spanish area. It's about 1830s, maybe 1790s. I don't know. It's incredible detail. It's unbelievable that something could be found. Something like this could just still be in the ground. It's really just incredible. I found this last year. I think it's a French jetton, and I think the Pan Pacific International Exposition, they had a silver medal just like this. It's super rare, and this was found in the San Francisco area, but we'll never know. But it definitely is silver. It was tested, and it is silver. Oops. And this is probably impossible to see. It's upside down. This is a California Midwinter Exposition metal souvenir, and it's from 1894, and it's really cool. Here's some musket balls. There's some flat buttons. This is a really rare button, but unfortunately I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's called a Phoenix button. It dates to the 1840s. It was used as currency with the American Indians and the early trappers and explorers in California. I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to make it quick. This is a bunch of silver coins. There's seated coins. This is probably one of my favorite medals that I found. It says it's let's see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's dated 1903, and it's a broad jump medal from some high school, I'm guessing in San Francisco. I found it in Golden Gate Park, famous Golden Gate Park. There's a bunch of walkers, and some really nice Standing Liberty quarters I've been lucky enough to find. Here's a real beauty. This is a melted barber half. Who doesn't want one of those? And this is a whole bunch of watch fobs and stuff. So maybe, ooh, check this out. This is a Matchbox safe, or match safe, and it has an advertisement for champagne on it. Joe Moe and Shandon White Seal, and some kind of advertising thing. Anyway, that's it. How do we turn this off?